They could have picked anywhere to fight, but they chose this. I'm Todd Grisham. There's no other venue like it. Welcome inside the Grand Theater. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. First up, we have the myth. You can see who has the power advantage. Up against them, mediocre, and they will enjoy a weight advantage.
There's an amazing reach advantage, which you do not actually realize is there until you get popped by that jab. The distance that's created is ridiculous.
But first, the myth. From the United States of America, coming off a knockout victory in their last fight. They'll be facing mediocre from Mexico. And they hold the SCI Continental title. In their last fight, they won by knockout.
Oh, pure bad blood.
And now we toss it up to the world-renowned ring announcer, Mr. Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from the United States of America. Wearing the red trunks with red trim, the Myth. Fighting out of the blue corner from Mexico. Wearing the yellow trunks with dark orange trim. Here is the current Continental Lightweight Champion, Mediocre.
We welcome you to this beautiful theater where every seat has been sold, but the fans will only need the edge.
Todd, all I can say, heaven on earth. Heaven on earth.
Under the bright lights here for this one, really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight. So here we go, should be a good one. No rest for the weary. Right jab. Misses with the straight left. Nothing quite like the chemistry between a fighter and their coach, and this partnership is working great. Through the straight left, but it won't score. That right hook's already working well. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now, this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Ooh, a stiff right jab. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. This may do it! It's all coming to an end! And mediocre goes down. Look at that shot to the head, and there's no way they were going to stand up to that one.
I need to see that again.
One, two, three, four. Are you okay?
Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
Time winding down as we get set to jump back in the action. On to the second round. She got dropped in the last round. Let's see how she does here.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
This is a historical moment. Not many boxers get to 50 fights. An absolute warrior. The face is starting to welt up from those straights. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Well done with that counter shot. Misses with the straight left. You know, we may be in for a short fight. This fighter, an absolute animal. Look at the KO percentage. Hold on to your seats, folks. Where was the defense? Why weren't they covering up? Why weren't they? And down goes mediocre. As you can see, it was a hit to the head that did it. Let's watch it again.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
One, two, three, four, five, six. Continue.
They're back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood.
It looks like she's going to survive the round, but just barely. You gotta wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
And that'll do it for the minute break as we get set to get back in the action. There's the bell to start round 3. Well, the corner can do whatever they want to try and motivate their fighter to get back into this, but it all boils down to her, Johnny. Does she have the heart, the will, the desire, the strength to turn this around?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Couldn't land that jab. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. This boxer is a real hook specialist. Their opponent has got to watch out for that. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. They both want a knockout, you can tell. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
And that'll do it for the time between rounds as we get set to get back in the action. Back at it in round 4. The last round was massive for her, Johnny. How does she keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Entering the twilight years of their career now. How many fights do they have left in them? That uppercut's blocked. Nice counter shot. When are we going to see a jab from these two? You can see from the record, this fighter is fantastic and is really difficult to get past. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
What's the referee thinking right now? And down to the canvas goes mediocre. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
A shot from the gods took her out.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. You're out.
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
A knockout victory. That is, Todd, did you see the shot? That's not a knockout. That's an assassination. What a shot.